Hello students. So in this video we are going to talk about what are the process involved in the nutrition in human beings. So here we are going to talk about a very clear, detailed, step-by-step explanation how the entire human digestive system is basically working. So the human digestive system, starting from mouth all the way to lot of digestive organs, there are glands, enzymes, and everything works together to get this digestive process completion. So the human digestive system breaks down your food into very smaller molecules in which body can able to absorb and use for energy, growth, and repair. So digestion basically involves two parts. One is the alimentary canal, a long tube, and the digestive glands, a lot of hormones and the glands which is also going to help you in the digestion process. So first and foremost, your digestion begins from your mouth itself. So you have your teeth, tongue, and there are salivary glands. So everything is going to work together to break down the food. The teeth, which is primarily doing the mechanical digestion, followed by the saliva, which will start the chemical digestion process, which is the digestion of carbohydrates. So that's the reason whenever you take any carbohydrates or sugars, right, immediately you feel the energy, because this part of digestion will very well happen in the mouth itself. Okay, so in our mouth we have salivary amylase, which will basically breaks the starch into maltose. Then we have esophagus. Esophagus primarily playing a role of a tube which is basically connecting your pharynx and stomach. Here the most important movement, the wave-like contractions and muscle contractions which will happen, that will push your food downward, that is known as peristalsis movement. Ideally there is no a digestion process happening here, but once the food enters into the stomach, this is where majority of the digestion happenings. Okay, so this is the place where the protein breakdown and other things will happen. So when the food is in stomach, right, the gastric glands will secrete three important juices. So one is the HCl, which is hydrochloric acid. The next one is pepsin, and the third one is lipase. So hydrochloric acid primarily takes care of killing any microorganisms and so forth, and it will also makes the acidic medium, which will basically activate the pepsin. So pepsin is a hormone which will help in digesting the proteins. So proteins will be converted to peptides with the help of this pepsin hormone, and we have lipase, which is basically going to break down the fat. In addition to all these things, there is also mucus which will be generated. The primary purpose of this mucus is to prevent your stomach lining, because there are acid also part of your digestive process, right? So the acid should not corrode your walls of your intestine. That's the reason this mucus is basically produced. Once that is done, the food will be entered into the small intestine. So small intestine is again divided into multiple parts: duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. Okay, so most of the digestion process will happen at duodenum, where it will create the pancreatic juice. And also liver is also playing a very important role. Liver will basically produces the bile juice, and that bile juice will get stored in gallbladder. Okay, so liver is again a largest internal organ in our body, right, which is producing bile. The primary purpose of this bile juice is to emulsify the fat, which means it will help you to break down the large fat globule molecules into tiny droplets of molecules. In addition to that, it will also neutralize any acidic content, and it will also help in terms of absorption of fat soluble vitamins such as A, D, E, K, etc. And again gallbladder, which is basically going to store the bile juice and concentrate it, and also it will release the bile into the duodenum when the food enters. And then pancreas. So pancreas contains multiple juices. So basically pancreatic amylase, which is basically converts your starch into maltose or carbohydrates, and trypsin, which breaks down protein to peptides, and pancreatic lipase, which is basically helping you to digest the fat molecules and so forth. Okay, so once these food are digested, right, then it will go to jejunum and ileum. Here the remaining absorbed nutrients will also be digested, so the complete digestion of food will happen with the help of villi. So villi is basically help you to increase the surface area of your intestine to digest more number of food in a short period of time. So once all the digestion process is completed, the remaining part will move into large intestine. So here no such a specific digestive process happen, but it will absorb all the water, minerals and vitamins, and finally push all the eliminated thing through rectum and so forth. So this is how overall the process involved in digestion. So a quick recap. So mouth basically generates a salivary amylase which helps you to digest starch, and stomach which produces pepsin, HCl and lipase, and pepsin which will help you to break down the proteins. Liver produces bile juice which will emulsifies the fats, and the pancreas produce amylase, lipase and trypsin, where majority of the digestion is happening here. And finally the small intestine and large intestine, the complete digestion process will happen. I believe this helps you to understand the overall nutrition process in human beings and how the digestion happens and so forth. I hope this video will be really helpful for you. Please do like, subscribe this channel. Thank you.